Hello everyone, and welcome to On the Hook Crochet with Jeannie. I'm so glad you came back to see me and that you found my channel. I appreciate all my subscribers. I have in the 60s now, so I'm approaching 100. I'm so excited. I've only been out here about 3 weeks, so I feel like I'm doing fairly well as far as getting the word out. So if this channel is a good fit for you, if you'll subscribe down below, I'd really appreciate it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So if you press the notifications bell, then you'll know when I actually release my videos. So I would really appreciate that. Everybody, thank you so much for subscribing, those of you who already have. So if you haven't, go down and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. All right, today I'd like to talk about a couple of things. And one thing is Crystal, who is standing next to me. And she's wearing something that I made not too long ago. And I used, I believe it was a mandala cake of yarn. I can't be certain. I think that's what I used. I threw away the yarn label, so I don't know. But it's a size, looks like a size 4. And it's a cutesy little pattern. It's not hard to make. But in my last video, I talked about making decisions and cutting your losses. Well, I didn't do that with this one because if I had thought about it, I probably would have stopped in the middle and not finished it, or had changed the pattern, which I did not do. And I'm going to turn Crystal around a little bit so you can see. This is a shawl pattern with a hole for the arm. I'm going to hold her arm up here. And if you can see that, there's a hole there that's crocheted in, and it's a space for your arm to be in. And then in the back, turn around here, Crystal. It's a beautiful back on it. It's like a big granny square, basically, with a couple of holes in it. But I was so enthralled by the pattern, and I guess because it was done by a rather famous person, I thought, well, that's got to be awesome on. But, you know, honestly, it was not. It just doesn't look good on me. I think it's either too big or the holes are too big or something. I thought about maybe tacking the holes together a little bit, but then that would ruin the drape of the shawl. So I just left it there. And I thought maybe in the future I'll give that away on a giveaway. It's never been worn. It's a lovely shawl pattern. It's probably done in a size medium or large. And so it would fit most everybody. And there's plenty of room in it. It's actually, you know, almost like a one size fits all. But anyway, I wanted to show that to you because I will personally not be wearing this because I just don't like the way it looks on me. And one of you may like to have it, and later on, a few videos down the road, I might say I'm giving it away. And somebody can write in and say, I'd like to have that, and you can have it. So anyway, I wanted to show you that first off because it's kind of a continuation from my last video where I talked about making decisions. And I found this in my closet, and I thought, you know, I just finished that, and I didn't do anything with it. I wasn't going to wear it, so I thought I would bring it out and let Crystal model it and show you that actually the yarn was quite beautiful, and I didn't even have to force the colors. You see how they came down and around? They were really perfect for this shawl, and it could be that the person who developed the pattern suggested a mandala or whatever it was, and I bought that because sometimes I do that. If somebody says you should use this type of yarn, then I go ahead and use it, and that way I know it'll probably look just like it would turn out the way that they intended it to turn out. So the first time around I usually do that. Once in a while I'll step out, but mostly I don't do that. So I wanted to show y'all the progress I've made on my confetti cardigan by Sorella. This is done with the J hook and paint box yarn, and here is what it looks like. Y'all have seen this before. It's paint box yarn in Stormy Gray. It's quite wonderful. It's a very slick yarn, very high quality, nice yarn. It's sort of like Paton Grace that came out in the Crochet Surprise box last month. I really like that yarn. It's in small balls like this. They're very manageable, and the yarn is just about the same exact size. And they call it a cotton DK. So that's what Sorella said to use for this. And so I did a DK yarn. So I made the back, and I showed you all that in a previous video. And then when you finish the back, you just continue, you turn in the middle of a row, and you go back and forth on one side. And what this will do is it create a front that'll be as long as the back. It'll come down this way. And then after you finish that, you attach the yarn halfway across the back, and then you crochet the front, which comes up, you know, obviously this way. So it makes the pattern fairly easy to manage. You don't have to sew any shoulders, which is really great. And I've made several of her patterns, and that's usually how she designs those, without shoulder seam. They usually, you know, go across, and she does the back and the fronts in one piece, and then continues on with the sleeves. So I wanted to show you that progress on that. I work on it every day, just a little bit, a few rows, when I'm not working on other stuff. So what I did was I ordered some yarn for a pattern that I came across. This is a purchase pattern, and there's nothing on the front that would be inappropriate that I'm showing it to you, but it's called a tweed cardie, and it's by Hooked on Handmade Happiness, designed by Brianne there at that website. I guess she owns the website. But it's a little cardigan sweater with the collar built in and the sleeves built in. I thought that was really cute, and I loved it in the tweed. This is a kind of an off-white yarn with brown specks in it. It's really cute. And another thing I liked about it was that I can shorten it fairly easily. After I looked at the pattern, I realized that I could shorten this about 2 inches. So I've got a note on here for me to shorten it about 2 inches and raise that up, and then put the border on the bottom. And then it comes in a size small medium and a size large extra large. So it's probably going to be pretty roomy. If you're making a small medium, it'll probably be more on the, it'll have to accommodate a medium body. So I'm going to make it by that size and see how it turns out. But I love the detail at the hem. This is all single crochet across the bottom, very tightly done. And I think that it's nice change from the front post, back post stitching that's on most sweaters. I get kind of tired of that. I know it's knit, it looks knitted and all that. But I think when you crochet something, it should look crocheted. And I love the look of crochet. I love the look of the single crochet. It's probably about 7 or 8 rows down there at the bottom. I think that gives it a really nice look. I really like that. So I'm excited about starting this pattern, and there's a picture actually right here of the detail at the bottom and how it curves, you know, cuts around the side there, and there's a little detail of the actual stitch. Now this is done on an intermediate level, and I will let you know if it's truly intermediate. Sometimes they'll say that, and a beginning crocheter might be able to do it very easily. So I will let you know how. But this is the thread, the yarn that I bought. It's Karen Simply Soft, and this is what she asked for there in tweeds. And it looks so nice when it's made up. It's mostly just an off-white, kind of a slick yarn. Another pattern that I'm excited about is the Johnny Topper by Sorella. And this is a really cute pattern. Yeah, I plan to wear it with tank tops, short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirt, anything really. It's just a little vest, and it's quite cute. The back of it comes down like this. It's sort of a cutout armhole. So I think that's going to be really cute when I get done. And what I bought to use, she had suggested the Comfy Cotton by Lion Brand, and I did buy that. But I bought it in the off-white, which is beautiful. It's called Whipped Cream, and it looks like whipped cream. It is just gorgeous, and it's so soft. This is some really soft yarn, and I couldn't wait to make it up. Now, I have started this, and I do this with all my patterns. I always start and do, 10 rows or 5 rows or whatever. And I've started this, and this is the pattern for the little jacket. And, or it's actually a vest, excuse me. It is a vest. It's a sleeveless vest. And it's just a 2-row repeat. Very simple. So it's very easy to do. Now, one thing I've noticed about this yarn, and it's really pretty, and she actually makes it from the right front to the left front. So it goes all the way around you. So when you're through with those 21 rows, you're basically done. And then I think you have to put the bodice on it, but I don't expect it to take me a terribly long time to do. But I love this yarn. It's quite beautiful, and it's very soft. But I have noticed that it is not tightly wound. It's not very tight. And so, I don't know if you can see this, but some of this between the stitches, right in there, I don't know if you can see it, see where my finger is here. It's split. See how it is split just a little bit. And I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to fret over it or anything. And I will buy it again because it's a very, very nice yarn. But it is wound very loosely, and maybe that's the reason it's so soft. That's probably why it is so soft. But anyway, I really like it. She actually bought a kind of a tweed in the comfy cotton. She bought the tweed, and if I was really smart, I would have done that myself. But I just wanted the white. I just thought that would go with everything, and it would be nice and fresh for summer, and I could wear it just whenever I wanted to. I probably wouldn't wear it in the wintertime, but I would wear it in the summertime before Labor Day. Remember those old rules. No, you don't have to remember those, but I wanted to show that to you because I plan to work on that probably the rest of the day today, and I want to start that tweed cardi and see how it looks made up. It was good to see y'all again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. Leave me some comments down there if you want to tell me something or make some kind of remark about my videos. Feel free to do that. I am open to suggestion. I'm having a good time. I hope you are too. So join me next time to find out what's on the hook.